the scene. We just fucked up.
Yeah.
Royally so.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I would argue that.
Look, it wasn't our fault. We were going to open it anyway.
You were going to open it anyway.
We were basically just about to open it when some bad guys showed up and
the
opened
rat
it for us.
And we got a magical blast glove out of it.
We failed the will save.
Yes.
And our self-instigated will save.
Yes.
Were you expecting it to be opened?
Oh yeah.
Oh good.
There were 3 ways that could have gone.
Yeah. Oh, we had 3 ways for it to
Oh yeah.
Because
now,
when my character determined that it would be advantageous to open, I was like, great, total party kill.
And now we have
2.
And now we have plausible deniability, and we have
open it.
and Jovan has a magical glove.
We actually have.
We got to take down.
Yes, I have a glove. That's right.
Yeah. So you guys crashed.
I'm wearing it, by the way.
Dowdrill riding the coffin crashed out of the Compass Canal and into the Prisms Inlet.
Yes.
And you guys basically washed ashore and dragged it up with Merek and Jovan's help. That's where you found the nameplate and the ritual foldings and Stannis and all that.
Where's the map at?
What? Oh yeah,
It's right there.
Oh,
I like having the map.
Yeah, I should throw those out. I was holding it back here because I was going to write something later. So we'll also get to the Thieves Guild stuff in this episode, so it should be okay.
Thieves Guild. Oh, that's right. You never emailed me that information.
Ooh, yeah, we get to do the Thieves Guild quest.
I'm excited for this
arc.
arc.
I was thinking about how I wanted to
progression.
do it,
Gotta.
So let's start right where we left off, with you guys on the beach with the coffin.
Yes.
Okay, so the coffin just has the corpse in it, right?
Oh,
the
by the way,
shadow
this
left.
Yes.
This is
it attacked
midnight
us as
of the first day.
It's.
I think I got damaged.
Or is it dusk of the second? Oh, it's dusk of the second day.
Yeah, it's 2 nights gone.
So basically, in the last 44 hours, the coin that I kept is still intact.
Yes.
Okay. So far it's working. Like basically, the coin that I kept, with the intent of it being the coin that I kept, is the coin that is keeping.
I mean, the coin, you still can't break it because you told me you were taking it out.
We don't know like what the time scale is for it to display.
Right, but for the most
it
part,
has time yet.
Yeah.
For it to be the wrong one.
Yeah, he said 2 or 3 days, so it's still possibly 1 more day out. But still,
Did he say 2 or 3 or like a few?
He said a day or 2, basically initially. When in the initial video view or in the initial
extremely. What is a day or 2 in elf terms?
Is
that like 5 years?
What is an elven day?
Yeah, do they experience
There's
time
the catch to the coin
completely differently? Is this
It's
coin
actually a couple of years?
Yeah.
Henslet is from a planet like Neptune, where a day is like 5 Earth years or something.
He's just he's like stuck in an alternate dimension.
I run a bar.
time-wise.
I don't understand the concept of time.
That's
It
right.
makes sense.
That's why the
That's
Dulahan
what
has been open 24 hours since he opened it, because for him it's actually open only for a day.
He hasn't even got tired yet.
Well,
Yeah.
the Dulahan closes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just,
you know,
it's just
once
for
every
several
6
days.
years.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this is a 24-hour bar. It's like, what do you mean 24-hour bar?
Well, it does actually
I've only
stay
been
open.
I've only been
half a
open
day.
for 40 hours.
Well, it does stay open longer because he only has to he doesn't have to sleep. You know, elves just do that meditating thing.
Yeah.
Meditate for
Wait,
4
how?
hours.
It's just 4 hours?
Yeah.
And because bars have that downtime in the morning when nobody is in the bar, he just meditates behind the bar. He's just standing there with a shotgun.
That's when he practices all his combat skills.
It's like,
So he does his Tai Chi on the
Yeah,
balcony
it's like,
with the big bearded mustache. Yeah.
Oh man, I love this guy.
Push and pull.
What?
So
Wax on, wax
guys,
off?
you guys
No,
are on the
that's
beach off of the Prisms Inlet. You can see the lantern
not
lights
moving.
coming from ships all
Karate
along
is
the
not
coastline. All along the coastline, you know, lighting up the mercantile districts of Lear at night and such. And you're kind of off to the side, tucked up against a shallow beach with some rocks.
so basically,
You can hear the waves
to recap
crashing.
from last time, what we were going to do, and I guess maybe we jumped ahead, because the thing is that we didn't want to be trapped out here, like, where all the action was going on.
Well, you're not.
So the whole thing was that we were going to find a way to secure the sarcophagus and then get it back to...
Right, and last
Dulahan.
time you did wash up on the beach.
Yeah.
But I just you want to get back to the Dulahan. I just want to
Yeah.
start here to see
Right, okay.
how you do that.
Okay.
Oh, how we take a corpse throughout the city.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. That
Oh,
would
'cause
be
what is-
difficult.
What is
Well, no, because the original plan was that...
the crate is
when-
completely decimated. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
no longer.
But the coffin is not.
Yeah.
The coffin's
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
The initial plan was that we weren't going to do all that examination stuff until we got back. And
Oh,
so-
really? Well,
right.
this wasn't really examination. This was just them noticing things. because-
Okay.
We haven't
Yeah,
examined
we
it. It's
haven't,
like,
like-
hey, look, his eyes are weird. Hey, look, he's got the thing on the collar.
And actually, that's what I wanted to. Thanks for reminding me. Can you give me an intelligence check?
I certainly can, Mr. DM. That is a.
Ooh, very nice. You were more intelligent today than you were yesterday.
That's a
Because
20.
that's how D20 systems
The
work.
coffin is made out of a metal you do not recognize.
Ooh.
But
Wait,
you-
it's made of metal?
Yeah, it's
But
made of metal.
it floated.
Interesting.
Ooh, I should test it against my
Okay.
begging bowl.
Alright.
But you've heard stories of a fabled dwarven metal
Ooh, dwarven made.
That's true. I would hear
Oh, that's
stories
right,
about a
isn't that
dwarven
like
metal.
Orc?
that
Being the
'cause
son of an armor
of an armor smith,
Yeah,
of a fabled
right.
dwarven metal that has special qualities like the ability to be very tough and also very light and easy to move about in.
Do I have a sense that this is dwarven metal?
You do. Since
Okay.
you don't know what the name of the dwarven metal is, you don't
Oh,
you don't
I see.
know.
It could be
You've just
something
heard
like-
tales.
Like rune steel.
Yeah.
Or
It could be adamantine, it could be mithril, it could be whatever. You don't know.
Dedra.
But it's definitely made of a material that's not normal.
Well, if we find an elf, they'd be able to tell us if it's mithril.
That's true.
Do you think we'd be stopped by the police carrying the coffin through the city?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, because
That's not normal?
The
I mean,
followers
what?
would probably
Does that not
ask
yeah,
some
the
happen?
followers would,
What?
they would stop and ask questions because that's just what the followers do.
I suppose.
It's not that carrying a sarcophagus through the city by itself
okay,
is.
is it a coffin or a sarcophagus?
It's a coffin.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a regular
So, yeah,
coffin.
this is
yeah,
a
it's like a
very-
whole inlay. No, it's a coffin.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
just
it's
a-
just
like
It's just a plain black.
Oh, it's just a plain black
It's a
coffin.
special
Yeah.
metal
Oh,
coffin.
okay. If that
With the
case,
word
that's
on
much
the front.
easier because if it's just a regular coffin, we can just easily push it in a cart through the city like it was.
Oh,
any
yeah,
other
like it was a
bird.
dead
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
With the
just
symbols
just
on the front that
regular-
go
Oh.
away. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay.
What did I say that made you think it was a sarcophagus?
You didn't. It's just that
Oh, okay.
because
I think-
this is a
yeah,
high
you just
fantasy game
started-
with a niche inside.
Oh.
I thought it was a sarcophagus.
How do you don't know what's
There we go.
It could be anything.
I think it's a lich.
It could
No,
be, it'd
if
be silly.
it's just a coffin, we can carry it through the city without
Yeah,
drawing attention.
yeah.
I mean, it still will draw some attention.
You're like,
But-
hey, what's that
Well-
coffin you got over there? Our friend died. Thanks for asking.
We're sad
little,
about it.
Little too soon.
Oh, as soon as they ask, we should
My
put aside
emotions.
chairs. It's like
How
Yeah.
dare you?
Ugh.
the problem is that you two are strangers in the city, and I'm a known thief. So it's like,
So it's like, hey, who died?
I know
Jim.
what we should do. Oh, wait, you're like known by the followers as a thief.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
Maybe you should hide in the cart with the coffin while we're moving around.
Yeah,
Sure.
lay up next to the reared corpse.
you know,
That's a good
no, that's
idea.
actually fun. You forget.
Look,
I'm a
if we're,
street
if we're
urchin
more
who
likely
became
to
a
be
thief
stopped by the
guilder.
police.
I'm totally
because-
okay with that.
Not the first time you cuddle a corpse.
Do you know where thieves have to hide in order to get their thieving
Yeah,
done?
come on.
I'm
This
sure
is-
you've robbed a couple of crypts.
Yeah, this is the least of the problems I've had
Alright,
to deal
so I
with.
guess
Look,
you'll...
the shadowy blackness has already left the.
I've
There's no
Fine
blackness
now.
in it.
I spent most
It's
of the night
fine.
like up to my lips in feces before. Like,
You gotta hike through those sewers.
yeah.
But not
Gotta-
above the
gotta
lips.
escape
gotta
the-
have
the
your
canines.
limits.
Well, that's standards.
Actually, if you know anything about like super old timey like medieval day, a lot of the ways that assassins would get into castles is through the garderobe.
Through the
Yeah.
what?
It's
the
the-
toilet?
Yeah,
the pipe.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna go through there. That's
Yeah.
way too disgusting.
Which is literally actually what happened, which is how they got it.
Yeah.
That'd be slippery.
Hmm?
How did you do it?
Assassins, man.
How would you do that?
Assassins.
No, all you need is like crampons.
Alright.
Because the walls are stone, it's just
Oh, okay.
line
Yeah,
of
yeah.
goop.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's
You get metal
disgusting.
hooks. Just
Yeah, ooh.
Hey,
No one said being an assassin would be a...
30% of the fee is for the assassination. The 70% of the fee is for the grossness of getting into the building.
Look,
Yeah.
when you have
The
such
drive-
They charge a
devotion
lot for.
to a cause that will throw yourself off a wall if your commander tells you to, you're gonna
Okay,
climb through
alright,
it too.
alright, good thing. Okay, so here's
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
You're gonna lay and cuddle with Sventus.
I mean, cuddling
It's
is
gonna be-
optional.
Well, I mean,
but
how else would you get super close to it?
Yes,
mean-
I
look, we're not gonna
Look,
get that
look,
small of a
look,
cart. It's
look.
not. It's a non-issue.
Look, Jovan, if you're next to a body, how could you not cuddle it?
Alright, okay.
It's a coffin.
We're
It's
gonna-
not
we're
just
gonna
a
go
body.
halfway.
It's in a coffin.
Wait, I'm not gonna go full
It's
missionary,
fine.
but I'm gonna like lay this aside with like the hand and arm thing, like the post-coital like snuggle thing.
The man doesn't care, but the...
Where I'll be on the side, where I'll have one leg up over the left leg and one hand to show that I have some. Yeah. It's not that the man doesn't get. As a gay man, we have more reciprocity and there's less bumpiness to deal with. So it's like, But yeah, so I'll squish it next to it. Plus, because he's been burned, there's more room because he's not got all this fat and fleshy things
It's
in
just
the way.
straight to the business.
It's true, yeah.
Well, wait, are we just transporting the corpse or the body? No, the corpse or the coffin?
The whole coffin.
The whole
The coffin
coffin
is made of a metal that is valuable.
You don't want to dump a body.
You don't want to leave the coffin behind. Or the
coffin
body.
You'll also remember what happens to
Okay.
the corpse.
Are there any carts around that we can see?
I look around.
First of all.
I search for carts.
Down here on the beach amongst the rocks with the waves crashing up against?
Well, no, I'm gonna go look in like a nearby alley or two.
Here-
Wait, can you guys find a small skiff or something that we can? Because this town is mostly a town of rivers and rivulets. We should just be able to get a skiff and push it close enough to the Doulahan and then just bring it
here,
ashore.
So the canal is slow moving enough that you can go any direction?
The canal is fast moving, but it's not so fast moving that it's washing you away.
Here, how about this?
But basically,
Well, you can go up one of these channels.
Yeah,
easily.
we want to go by the channel.
yeah.
I could take off my big cloak, like my wizard's robes. We could lay it on it, kind of hide it,
What would
and I'd just be around in my little.
we would have to come up with a
tunic,
story of like what we're
priest.
transporting if we were stopped and asked. Because I
A
mean that's
coffin with
possible.
the body.
I mean, what are the privacy
We're
laws?
just to say we're
Yeah.
moving a coffin with a body.
I think that is
What
the
are the privacy
most fair.
laws? Are we allowed to just say like it's none of your business?
No.
No, there's a
If
no
a follower-
stealing.
I don't think
If a follower stops and goes, "What's in the cart?" and you don't tell him, basically goes, "It's now a law that you have to tell me what's in the cart."
Yeah, I mean like if you have to follow any law that they make up off the top of their head, you have to follow their
all
rules too.
followers paradigm?
No.
No. Only
Not
the
like
paradigms can make laws.
But the follower would basically have authority to look in your cart. It wouldn't be.
Oh.
You have no rights in that.
Yeah,
regard.
there
That's
are
too
no
I mean, I guess we could
Like
just say
internal
like, yeah,
affairs.
it's a coffin.
for followers.
No, it's not that unusual. People die in cities all the time,
Yeah.
so transporting a coffin body isn't that weird.
We don't hide it. I don't cover
Yeah.
it. We just
Yeah.
have it, and it's like it's a coffin. You wanna look
Basically,
inside of it,
We will
it's
be
a body.
we'll be very eccentrically
body.
dressed coffin
basically,
movers.
I just use the hard hat and clipboard method. It's like we are here with the cart with the coffin, and we're moving it to its location. Why? Because that's what we were supposed to
coffin
do.
delivery. We were
Now,
paid to
would
do
you,
this.
So you guys
like
want to try to find a small skiff?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Somebody give me a luck roll. That means roll under.
Oh, huh.
My luck is
Yeah.
poor.
It's up to luck to want to do that. And
Done.
I got it.
All right. There is a
What is your
small wooden boat in one of the inlets that somebody has left behind from delivering groceries. to the
Excellent.
boat.
Done.
You
Let's
guess
do it.
because of the splattered tomatoes on the bottom of the boat.
Perfect. We can pretend it's a little blood from the freshly hewn corpse.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I'm not
So
going to pretend that.
So you want to drag the coffin up the sand and onto the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it that heavy? You can't just.
No, in fact, it's lighter than you think it should be. Yeah.
Yeah, with like a withered body and
So
a
you-
super light metal.
You
Well, it's
lift it up.
metal, so it's a metal coffin.
Yeah.
It's super light metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lift it up fairly easily, and you realize with the three of you carrying it that you could probably, if it weren't so awkward, one person could carry this thing.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It comes down to it.
Cool.
We can help each
I
other
like
out though. No need to.
Yeah,
Even with
I
the
mean,
weight,
alright.
with the weight of the body, it's a little harder.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
When it comes time, Jovan can just bounce on his head and run it through the town.
I don't have strength.
He's a-
I have
I
a
thought-
strength of 10.
He's as strong as me.
I'm sorry. Number one, I
Yeah.
keep thinking of you
I-
as the fighter guy,
No,
and then
no.
number two, when I glance over your character sheet, I just look at this number and I thought that was your strength.
No. See,
No,
see
we're the
I
same
am
strength.
the
In
one
fact,
who waits into combat, but I only have
yeah.
positive plus in
Well,
personality.
We actually all have 10
You
strength.
have the power of your god with you.
I'm
Like
just
you don't rely on your own physical strength. You rely on the strength of your faith,
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I do.
which is your beauty.
Yeah, Netro's gonna help you out.
Yes.
Also, me casting
I'm the
enlarge on
worst
you, and you
thief.
casting
My
Yes,
less
agility is
enlarge,
not
enlarge
my
is
best
basically what
Really?
makes me like
No.
usable in a fight. And thank God you got that because I
How much
really
you
needed
get to 15 in... All right.
Because basically,
15 what?
when we get to the
15
point
what?
where you can earn a single point, you can get to 16, which gives you a +2.
Oh,
And so
okay.
the thing is that because these skills actually increase faster as a ratio to level than as a ratio
I
to
see what I
stats,
see. Yeah.
it's actually better to let these things increase and get more hit points and more luck than it is to get
Oh.
better agility.
Oh, you're
Makes
saying
sense.
why'd you put the 15 in luck or
as
or
opposed to
stamina instead
something
of
else.
strength?
Because
Although
that's a way
in
better
terms of
choice.
scaled progression, these things, like if I can ever get 1 point of stamina or 1 point of luck, that increase is more beneficial in terms of leveling
Yeah.
compared to other things. Because these things, if I get 1 point here, it's a little bit better, but because of how Thief skills progress,
Yeah.
the leveling progressions are just faster.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even the
That's
skills that
just-
aren't tied to agility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay.
just how DCC works. Like
Yeah.
as you level up, your bonuses get larger.
Yeah.
Your stats don't matter too much.
So the way I see it is that I'm the kind of thief that basically, because basically remember I was a street urchin before I became a thief, so the stamina made sense because it's like how do you not die in the streets?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
you-
like
you
well,
Like I was
Just-
really
just
tough.
eat.
yeah, like my
Yeah,
master like
you
took
get
me
that.
under because I made it through that phase where I didn't die as a baby when I was left
Yeah,
in the street
you,
corner.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I had to
And-
eat all sorts of horrible things, and I
moldy
just happened
bread.
not to die.
And then and the flip side is that I was lucky enough to have like just found like just the right places. Like oh, someone important found me and took me in before I was killed by the elements. So and the only reason I'm in the Thieves Guild is that when your beggar dad dies, you either join the Thieves Guild or
Go back to the streets.
yeah. There's really not a lot of
Yeah.
choices,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Okay, so you guys carted up to the boat and
Yep.
loaded on.
Yeah, we put Dadriel. He's gonna go inside it and cover you. Hopefully you're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Bang on it 2 times if you want to be let out.
Yes.
Bang on it 1 time, and I guess that means you're okay.
If I'm okay, I won't bang on it at all.
We're gonna assume
If
that
that's
you're okay.
necessary, you know.
I will knock twice if I feel that once you put the
Knock
cord.
3 times if the corpse animates. Knock 4 times if you need to use the bathroom.
That's right.
Knock 5 times if you have a
If
funny
there's-
joke to tell us.
If it seals and it turns out I'm running out of oxygen, I will knock 11 times, which is like oxygen
No
low.
more and no
Yeah,
less.
it's like 12 knocks.
12 knocks.
Is like I think the corpse is getting excited that I'm cuddling it.
If you get sucked down into a portal with hell, try to knock as many times as you can.
That's right.
So you sail off with the skiff through the canals,
Yeah.
moving slowly.
Yeah.
The
At a nice speed or fast, or like we want to get somewhere in a rush, but not fast that we're suspicious.
gentle push of the water as you roar with the oars.
Well, I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, you're.
We got places to
If
be.
we really were just transporting a coffin with a body,
Yeah.
we gotta take our time. It's
Um, yeah. So you reach the Doulahan without incident.
Oh, good. All right.
So
Okay,
that's
well,
fine.
alright.
Alright,
Easy.
nice.
You
Easy.
cart it back, and you can drag the.
Let's
coffin
put it in that
onto
room
the-
that we're not supposed to enter. No, that'll work out well.
But we need to open the door and enter the room we're not
No,
supposed
we don't have to enter. We can just open the door and chuck it in there and close the door. Look, this
Problem solved.
can't possibly backfire.
No, it goes in the basement next to the barrel where the
You
two
remember
fathers'
that door
bodies
is
are.
locked. It's locked with a very
Look, all we
nice
need to do
lock.
is break it open, toss it
I
in
mean,
there.
is the wood locked?
No, it's not.
Can
But
we
if you want to
burn a
smash
hole?
up your own place, be my guest. All right. So you drag
Look,
the
let's
coffin.
just put it right next to the nuclear waste that we have downstairs, and
Oh, yeah.
we'll all
the,
work out fine.
The
founders.
founder's corpse.
Yes. Basically, I want to make sure that when Henslet
No,
gets
our
back,
actual nuclear.
I want to say I have not only kept your bar fine, but I now have a field museum of natural history downstairs. Allow me to show you the 17 exhibits that I've added. In this barrel, you have found those body parts. Here's a coffin where we burned out the Sylvanus' corpse in here. It will be just an array of like.
Basically, we're gonna collect all these evil tokens from all
Yes.
the encounters and put them all in the basement, and then we're gonna be really surprised when at the end they've all coalesced into
Whoa!
one big bad guy.
Where did
and we're
this-
like, what happened?
Where did this Transformer as bad guy come from? With like a hand of a skeleton lord, the body of a dinosaur,
Dude, this will
and
be
the,
amazing. We
and
can,
the head of a
it's-
fallen king.
So you guys drag the coffin into the bar.
Yeah.
Under cover of night.
Yeah.
Artok has gone home.
Oh, good.
And you can imagine that
Althea has
yeah,
done
Althea.
is meditating.
Yeah, or she's sleeping in a room.
Or still doing accounting because she hates how humans have done accounting.
Yeah.
digs out
Silly
accounting.
human using base 10.
So you want to drag the coffin into the bar and then bring it down
Probably
to the
base
basement.
12.
All right.
This is based
I'll
on-
just use hexadecimal.
Or hexadecimal.
It stores in there pretty easily.
Nice.
You've successfully
Wait,
recovered the
we
coffin.
put it downstairs?
With the other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we actually are doing. Okay, I like it.
No, this
No,
is
I'm
real.
down. This will be cool.
This is gonna be. Trust me, when Henslet comes back and we do show and tell, it's gonna be amazing.
Like, look what we found, and he's like, "You idiots! What have you done?"
a week!
So you guys have just gotten done with the mission. It was unsuccessful. You're drenched and soaked.
Yes.
You have the coffin
Yeah,
and the gauntlet.
we're gonna go clean up.
Yeah, do we have like a bath set here?
Yeah.
Alright. So
Bath set.
Percival needs drying off.
Scented.
Yeah.
Remember-
like bath salts.
And
well,
elf
you know,
lived here,
like at that
so
time you need to start a fire, have like a giant thing of
Oh
water.
yeah, heat it up.
He was an elf, so we'll have to explain the 3 seashells and how they operate. But other than that, it's a little bit confusing.
I mean, yeah, we clean up. It's,
Yeah, we clean
one
up
of our end of adventure
because-
rituals.
because we're the kind of adventurers that believe that while you're bathing and cleaning up, the undead corpse in the basement won't suddenly do anything bad because this is not a Stephen King movie.
That'd be silly.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
So after we all get cleaned up, we go
yeah,
downstairs and we open the lid and go, hey, look, it's still there, thank goodness. And then now we examine it more closely.
The corpse is gone. Okay, all right. So yeah, so you
Right behind
you clean your equipment, dry off. Percival's toweled off. He's still silently fuming.
I know.
And you guys head back down to the basement.
Yes.
And open the coffin. Savannah's corpse sits there, eyes wide open, much as before.
We didn't close the eyes. I gotta close the eyes.
There's no
There's
eyes.
There are no
eyes.
eyes to close, it's
Yeah.
burned out.
We can put coins
that's
on it.
right.
You could put coins on it if you wanted.
Yeah,
to.
I think we should put coins on
Yeah, let's
the
put
eyes.
like yeah.
Let's
Or
make it
a
hasty.
blindfold. Let's just blindfold him. Come on.
I like the blindfold idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a piece of
Let's
cloth and blindfold him.
before we
Hey!
blindfold, let's-
First thing, I'm blindfolding him.
All right, you tie a blindfold.
I was gonna
around the
like
corpse's
examine
eyes.
the eyes more closely to see if they pop
We
out.
already know that
You
examining
look
the
into
eyes
it.
is bad.
You get visions.
The visions were okay. They weren't terrible visions.
It could be Spanish
visions
tapping
of you
into
dying.
your mind. That's not good.
Could we sell that?
No.
No. Hear me out.
Who wants that?
For one electrum, you can look into the eyes of the future.
What
Exactly.
What visions?
Know when you're
They
going
were
to
bad
die,
visions.
so you can prepare for
We
it.
put it in a chair in a
Use- okay,
booth
okay,
with a
we got
glass
it.
thing so that you can only see the face part,
Yes,
and you put
yes.
a quarter in, and then it opens up, and then you can look
No,
at the eyes, and it
even-
closes at the
Even
time.
better, we like make a statue around him,
Yeah.
right? And we leave the eyes open,
Yeah.
and it's a white statue. It's a marble statue. No one's gonna notice any difference. We have a hood. We have a thing over it. It's like you pay us. We reveal the hood.
Oh,
Look into
yeah.
the eyes of the statue of the fates.
Yes. Dulahan,
Bada bing,
Emporium of the
bada
Weird.
boom.
It's like,
You'll look
ding,
in,
ding,
you
ding,
see
ding.
how you die. and It's
Money.
like, all right, you're not prepared for it. Pay us 1 gold,
You
please.
should just make a statue where it's
Did
a
you-
headless horseman. They're holding.
Did you actually see how you were gonna die?
No, it wasn't that specific.
Oh.
No, it was very specific.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were on top of a building, and this rough-looking guy shoved you off, and you plummeted off of the buildings in the air and hit the ground, and your brains went everywhere.
Yeah, see,
It's very specific.
that's
Did
that's
I
specific
notice
enough.
from
Do
the
you-
vision
yeah,
how
do you
old
know
I was?
anything
Like,
about
it's
You're-
tomorrow?
it's the exact age that you were hit right now.
Like, right now.
Yeah, 14.
Is this?
freak out a lot of people? Because it'd be like, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
I'm already seeing like the future prediction, the eye importance. This is just minority report.
Was I wearing the same clothes that I was
Minority
wearing
Report.
right now?
This is yeah.
Like, am I gonna die today?
Yes.
Oh,
What
Not,
we
not
need
that.
to
Well,
do
you're wearing
is-
the armor,
Right.
leather armor, because
Yeah.
you'd wear that a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would he be able to recognize the Brawny-looking guy? that
If
shot
you
him?
saw him again, yes.
We could make a business out of it.
Alright.
Let's put that in the back of our mind.
Did
as
you
like a
see? Did you see
fallback.
anything else in the vision that could help us figure out where exactly this is going
Like,
to happen?
let's verify.
So that we can
Position
end
of
up
the
at there at
sun.
the exact time that it's supposed to happen.
The building that you got shoved off of wasn't. You know it was near the Compass Canal because you saw the Grand Prism as you were falling.
Mhm.
And in the brief flash, you noticed there were 2 bridges that you could see. So you'd imagine, because of how the Compass Canal is oriented,
Wait, this works? Okay, good.
That you fell off somewhere around here.
This is like those
Because that's the only
shitty
position where you
TV
can see-
shows
Did you
where
see
it's
the
like-
floating
it's like you
billboard
get
in the
vision
back?
and
at
it's
the
like,
same time.
So-
I know where that is.
Here's another thing, though.
I grew up there.
Keep in mind,
There's that one tower. You can only see that side on that one building.
it's pretty funny. It's like when you
Very
watch
specific.
CSI and they're going, they can't actually do that in real life. I also like the things when they pretend that they can coordinate sound patterns to listen, and they go, based on the sound patterns, there were exactly 3 blocks from like this. It's like based on because they've done it multiple times on multiple shows,
yes.
and
I
basically
thought I'd seen all CSI. That doesn't work.
it's true that you can do that kind of thing, but not with the technology we currently have.
My favorite is the Red Dwarf Blade Runner parody, where they have the picture and they're like, zoom in on that reflection, and they zoom into the reflection. It's like, good, we now have an image. Zoom into the reflection, in that reflection, and then zoom in on that again, and they're like, all right, take a look at that guy's eyes. We go in another reflection. They're like, we found him. Bingo.
Yep. So basically, a lot of magic that foretells the future
Yeah,
is
mostly wrong.
well, number one is
it's-
mostly wrong. Also, it's only based on like moments in time where it's a snapshot of the timeline, so that when circumstances change, the visions also change. So now that we're back safely in the Dullahan and I've like cleaned up and in better shape, I will once again peer in the eyes to verify the vision.
Do you want to willingly accept what happens to you, or do you want to roll a will save?
Please roll a will save. Don't
What,
make
did I make the will save the last
Failed
time?
will save before.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
up, he has white eyes.
Well, we gotta kill the
I will try to will
now.
save because I want to see if it's different if I make the save and get
We
no
knew this
vision
is
at all,
coming
or
at
get
some
a different-
point.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what happens when you team up with a thief.
A thief who tries to become evil quickly. Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's a 19.
Yep.
All right. So you see the exact same vision as before.
Ooh.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Ah.
Oh.
So notice you failed it and succeeded, and both times the exact same thing
Okay.
happened.
But I also now am paying attention because we're trying to verify the story. After Jovan said, "Hey, where were you? What
Now-
time of day was it? Did you
Is it-
look at the newspaper box as
Did
you were
you look
passing
at your
by?"
watch before you jumped
Now,
off?
is
Yes.
it what
Did you look
type-
at your GPS locator before
Can-
you were pushed off the building?
Can we just clarify something? Is it like a vision where you're seeing through your eyes but you cannot affect it at all, or is it like you're
You
being
can't-
placed in that thing and you can like look around?
Does he like
it's gonna
feel all the
happen?
emotions
see-
present in that?
You see through your eyes. He saw through your own eyes
Mhm.
until the moment you died, and then it drifted away as if you were viewing your dead body.
Okay.
You saw the
That's
whole
that's
scene.
not what I'm asking.
Okay.
Or you might have answered. I
Did
just
he
didn't
feel
understand.
like?
Is it-
Did he feel what he would have felt in that situation?
No,
Or was it, like,
it was purely
separated?
visual.
So you
Okay.
only
Okay.
see through the eyes.
Right.
So if he
Couldn't
wanted
control
to in the
anything.
vision, he could not look at his watch.
No.
He couldn't change anything.
All right.
Also, in this case, like
Yeah, I don't think people have watches.
It is a good example.
Example,
Like,
doing
there's
it
a
the
lot.
second time because I'm now paying attention to more detail.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a person I've ever seen in the city, right? The
Does
person
he-
who pushed
does
me.
he
He's
see
not
No,
like,
no,
person
nobody
who
you could
pushed
recognize. I mean, you'd guess if you were to guess by looking at him, you're like, this is probably some sort of thug of
Okay.
a local guild or something along those lines. But you don't know him
Thug of a
specifically.
local
Okay.
There's,
And, like,
there's no
he
way
looks
this
like
actually
it.
happens
He's
now that
running.
he's
He's
with us.
got-
I mean, come
He's
on.
got like the
Random
equipment you
thug.
expect it
Just
to
don't
have,
go on
like,
top of
tools and
buildings.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Easy.
okay.
Well, wait, I
Alright.
love on top
Probably-
of buildings though.
yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like a city
I
guard
hope
or
we get
like
on
a
top of
wizard
buildings
or
because I can
something.
see
Okay.
farther.
That's a deal breaker for you.
But I can
You
pretty
need
much
to go on
identify
top
I
of
really
buildings.
want to
Some
go on
problem
top of
based
buildings.
on
Yeah,
the
we're in a
vision. Okay.
city. How cool is
I
that?
mean, general
We're
area.
just-
Not
We're
exactly.
gonna go
Okay.
on buildings at some point. Come
No,
on.
ground floor only.
Ugh.
These
Man,
eyes.
if I don't have the option to just die because I rolled poorly
They look
jumping
like
between
regular
buildings, then I'm not gonna have
eyes.
any
They're not
any
like
fun in
thumbs
this
down.
game.
Normal eyes of a blind person, yes. Yeah, they
Okay.
look like regular eyes on the
Okay,
eyes.
but they're like squishy and things like that.
Yeah.